Hey guys, and welcome to the next vlog. So the weather is really terrible. It's been rainy all day today and quite overcast. So I thought that we could go to the supermarket. So before we head to the supermarket though, I did go to the Jönköping Food Festival. Jönköping is the name of the city that I live in. And we're gonna go to one of our most common supermarkets in Sweden. It's called ICA. If you have subscribed, thank you so much for subscribing. And if you have not, then go ahead and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can get notified every time we upload new videos. If you have any questions or any ideas about Sweden, then go ahead and leave a comment below so that I know what content to make in the future. For example, if you want to move to Sweden and you have questions, or if you've always wondered something about Swedish culture, I know there's a lot going around this whole Swedish gate thing, for example. Just let me know in the comments below and I will try to make a video in the future. Okay, so head over to the festival and I'll see you inside. This is basically a tool. Like you see behind me, you have all of these sensors. Sorry, not sensors, scanners. And so you can get a scanner and basically go click on the items as you buy them. Most supermarkets have this recycling area, and basically you're gonna pop in your bottle in there, and then here you're gonna get out a receipt, and that receipt is basically, it's kind of like a voucher, and that allows you to then take the voucher and use it inside the supermarket. So another very common thing in Sweden is actually that there is a pharmacy in a supermarket. So this is called, in Swedish it's called the apotek. If you look behind me, right there, that is the pharmacy. To use the scanner, you basically just aim it at the barcode, and then you're going to get details about your purchase along with the price. And then you just take the item, you pop it into your bag, and you're done. which, I mean, for me, coming from a South African Indian family, this is like life. It is quite expensive in Sweden. It's like 40 rand a bunch. And usually you can always find South African products. So here is a satsuma from South Africa. I usually look for these products, like, I mean, there's also oranges most often, either comes from Spain or South Africa. And then these are obviously the products that I try to buy because I'm supporting home. So one of my most favorite parts about shopping is definitely dessert. You know, fika is very important here, which is basically like a coffee time that you would have, and you would have a little pastry or something like a fika bread. Okay, so this is super common here. This is called a mandelengd, which, that's the word. Which is basically like a pastry with custard, and it kind of reminds me of a cinnabon. This is called a wienerbröd. This is how you spell it. And this is also super popular. This is one of my most favorites. It's a pastry, so it's very light, it's very fluffy, it's got vanilla, and it tastes delicious. Basically, in the kit, you're gonna get your pizza dough, and you're gonna get this, do you see, like, there's this glass jar in there, and it's basically your pizza sauce. So you spread the sauce on your pizza, you buy your toppings, and this is a pizza kit. So this is a staple. The Swedish laws regarding meat and animals and the way it's farmed is really good. So the EU has laws, and then on top of that, Sweden has more laws. Instead, I love to buy Swedish grown meat that is grass-fed and grown in Sweden, and I don't usually buy imported. I don't buy it, but I love the Swedish. You can buy something called blandfärs in Sweden, which is basically a mixture of pork mince and beef mince, and this is gold, especially when you're making Swedish meatballs. That ratio and that mix, this mince, is really important. All of this stuff, everything here is lactose free. It's called kvari, 7.9% protein milk product. It almost has a texture of yogurt, but a lot richer, a lot creamier, and it's basically just protein. So a lot of people eat this to add protein to their diet, and they eat it as a dessert. It tastes really good. And it's called queso. It's also typically Swedish, and it's a cottage cheese. I haven't really seen this. The exact texture is not something that I've seen before. We have cottage cheese in South Africa as well, but this texture is very different, and it's delicious. Okay, so this is something I have to show you because this is the taco section. So basically it's tacos, you know, and like nachos and stuff like that. This entire section is dedicated to that. So it's called Tex-Mex. And you can get like everything that you need to make tortillas, to make tacos, to make anything. It's amazing. And then you have like all these different types of tortillas. You have soft, corn, you have the hard shell as well, and then you have all the taco spices. So yeah, this is also another staple in the Swedish diet. The things that's a staple as well is salmon. It's much more readily available in Sweden, and it is definitely another staple that I think everybody here eats at least once a week. And this is something that is very well known about Swedes, is that they love their sweets, and this is how much they love their sweets. This is where you would go normally and cash up, but they're closed now. So I'm just going to show you. When you have this machine, you're basically going to pop it in here. Lights will be green. You will go in here, and you would swipe your card. Your payment will come up, so you'll make your payment and you get a receipt, and then you will be able to swipe yourself out like that, and then the little thing opens and you're free to go. There are specific controls with the scanning of buying groceries, so every now and again you will get spot checked and you will have to go and cash up all of your stuff in a normal counter, and what they do is they reconcile that what you have said matches, or what you've scanned matches what they scan, right? And so it kind of builds a sense of trust. Yes, I hope you enjoyed seeing what it was like to go into a supermarket. It was a little bit rushed because they were closing, but I hope that you guys have learned a little bit about the Swedish supermarket. And so thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!